Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to another episode of Tastescape. My name is Kariachu. This is my daughter Aminata. We are going to be exploring a very special fruit, but one that I think is not utilized as much as I think it should be, and that is the kiwi fruit. Do you know that the kiwi fruit used to be known as the Chinese gooseberry? Yes. So the kiwi fruit originated in China, and it reached its height of cultivation during the Song Dynasty, and then it spread from China and all over the world, making its way to New Zealand, where it was given its name that we know it to be today, the kiwi fruit. So let me tell you what happened is that in 1959, I would say like the 20th century, there was a lot of American and British servicemen who were stationed in New Zealand, and so they became exposed to the kiwi fruit after it made its way there from China. It grew in popularity. People liked its flavor, the way it tasted, and the way it looked, and all of that. And then in 1959, the New Zealand government decided to change the name from the Chinese gooseberry to kiwi. And the reason being is that in New Zealand, they have a bird, it's called the kiwi bird. And they thought that the kiwi fruit looked like the bird. So they gave it its name and changed it from the Chinese gooseberry to the kiwi. I think in China, it's still known as the Chinese gooseberry, but I think if you say kiwi at this point in time, people recognize and they know what you're saying. So I liked the kiwi fruit. I like it. I think it's so cute. But you know, I think honestly, it's really not a common fruit. I think a lot of people, especially for me as a mom, when I go shopping, you know, I have a tendency to buy grapes, bananas, apples, pears, peaches, because they're just, they're readily available. And, not saying that the kiwi fruit is not available, but I think there are a few things that works against it, why it's not as widely consumed as I think it can be. What do you think about the kiwi so far?
So far, I think the kiwi.
Have you had any kiwi fruit before?
Yes, I actually have. But the kiwi that we're trying is a sun gold, and I've tried the ones with the that's green inside.
Okay.
The sun gold one is yellow inside.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna talk about the difference. So, going back to the reason why I think the kiwi fruit is not as consumed as it can be, I think there's a few things. I think one of it is cost. I think when you go to the store, you can buy apples, you can buy grapes, you can buy bananas for more affordable prices. For example, bananas are usually like 69 cents a pound. Apples, you can get some for $2.99. Grapes, they go on sale. You can get them. Peaches, especially if they're seasonal, it's the summertime, you can buy them for really affordable prices. Not saying that the kiwis are highly expensive, but I think compared to other everyday fruits, it is more expensive. So I think as a mom or anyone that's going food shopping, you're gonna buy fruit that's gonna allow you, to just stretch your money, right? Your money that's gonna allow your money to go a long way. So I think the price of the kiwi tends to work against it. And I think also, and I think this may actually be a very big factor, is the taste of it. I think most other fruits, there's a consistency in how they taste. For example, if you buy a banana, you are guaranteed that the banana is going to taste like a banana. If you buy a grape or grapes, you are pretty much guaranteed that the grapes are going to taste like grapes, right? They're going to be sweet. Banana is going to be sweet and creamy. If you buy an apple, sometimes, you can get some bad apples. But generally speaking, you're guaranteed that that apple is going to taste like an apple. This is not the case with the kiwi fruit. I think sometimes because it has a tendency to be tart and sour, I think people are not open to gambling with getting a kiwi that potentially is going to be sour, because when you're already buying it at a much higher price compared to other fruit, do you then want to gamble that you're going to end up with a kiwi that's not particularly sweet and then wasting your money because you may not eat it? You have to throw it away, because I know I've done that. I've had incidents like that. So I think because of the price and the fact that there isn't a guarantee that you're going to have a sweet kiwi, people don't want to buy it. And if you want a guarantee, you're going to have to spend even more to buy those high-end kiwi fruits like the one we have in front of us, the sun gold, right? Also, I think when you think of a kiwi, you don't really think it's something that you have every day. Like, you think it's something that you may go to a party, like fancy stuff that you may be given as part of like maybe an appetizer. And also, I think it might be intimidating because you're like, what do I do with a kiwi? Like, do I just eat it like that? It doesn't appear to people that it's very versatile, that you can do much with it. But as you're gonna see at the end, it's very versatile. You can do much with it. You can have it as part of your salad. You can eat it by itself. You can add it to ice cream. You can make juice from it. You can make salsa. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. You just have to open your imagination. But I think the problem is just looking at it, it doesn't give up that energy that it's going to be very versatile for you to play around with. So I think because of those factors, the kiwi is underutilized. So I'm hoping that, as time goes on, things can change and people can become more open to it.
And something interesting about the kiwi is it has more vitamin C than orange.
Yes, so that is correct. The kiwi, and if you've never seen a kiwi before, I know if you're in America, you've probably seen it, but if you're watching from a part of the world where you don't necessarily have this or you've never seen it, this is what it looks like. This is the sun gold variety of kiwi. There are, I believe, like over 700 or more types of different kiwis, but the ones that you're most commonly going to see in America will be the gold, the sun gold. And generally speaking, a kiwi is going to have a brown skin and like a fuzziness to it, and then on the inside when you open it, it's going to have a very vibrant green color, the flesh of it, with the dark skin. And it's actually very pretty. It's a very pretty, beautiful fruit, I think. And I think any recipe that it is utilized, it stands out. It gives it it brings a beauty to any dish that it is added to it. So I like the kiwi. I think it's cute, but sometimes, like I already mentioned, for those various reasons, I don't often buy it as much as probably I should. It does have a lot of health benefits. There are research being done that has shown that kiwi can be very helpful with managing asthma and high blood pressure, because the high vitamin C helps with the lungs. I don't know specifically how it does that, but research has shown that it helps with the lungs somehow. That helps it helps people with asthma. It's very high in fiber, so if you're diabetic, this should be one of your go-to fruits. High blood pressure, you can also have this. It's been shown to lower high blood pressure. So it's shown that I read somewhere that if some doctors, if you're constipated, they will advise you to have a kiwi over an apple. So I know usually people think, oh, if you're constipated, have an apple, but apparently kiwis are much more better in helping you go to, have a stomach movement, bowel movement compared to an apple. So, it has a lot of benefits in addition to, when you're lucky, it tastes very good. What do you think? Have you had some? And do you like when you've had it? Did you like it? a different type. And so the kiwi, most of the kiwis, I'm in the US, most of the kiwis that we buy from our, local supermarkets is coming from California. So like 98% of kiwis sold in America comes from California. So, but lucky me, I was able to find some. This one is actually from New Zealand. So this is coming from New Zealand. It's a Sun Gold variety, and this is a sweeter one. So this is supposed to be very sweet, which is why I'm like, okay, let me make the investment and try it, even though I tend to be hesitant, but it's supposed to be very sweet. And this type of kiwi was developed in New Zealand after there was like a crisis epidemic where a lot of their kiwis got destroyed by some new disease or virus, and the government decided to invest a lot of money into developing a new type of kiwi that was going to be disease resistant, and it was going to keep longer and more durable for them to be shipped all over the world. And so the Sun Gold is what they ended up with. So, and now you can find this, especially if you're in the United States, you can find it all over. So I am going to try it. I'm hoping that it tastes good. It's not sour. It says that it is. It's supposed to be sweet. So let's take a bite. So this is what it looks like. This is the kiwi. It doesn't have any particular smell to it right now. It has a tiny faint green smell to it, like an green earthiness smell to it. It's very faint.
And it's not very fuzzy.
Yeah, and this one, the Sun Gold, as you can see it, it's not very fuzzy. Generally, kiwis are fuzzy. They have a fuzzy skin. This one has a rough texture to it, indicating that it's maybe there's supposed to be some fuzz, but it doesn't have any fuzz on it. I don't know if that allows it to be more durable because it was designed specifically for that reason. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's supposed to be green inside, but the Sun Gold, it's called Sun Gold because when you open it, it's not going to be green as you normally will find with other kiwis. So this type, it's supposed to be gold inside of it. So this is what it looks like. If you've never had a kiwi before, these are what they look like. This is what they look like, okay? So I'm gonna cut it open, and then you can see.
Ooh, juice.
Very juicy. This is what it looks like. Wow. This is what it looks like. Very pretty. Very pretty fruit.
It actually is not that yellowish. It's more of a green.
Yeah, and again, it has a very mild smell to it. But look how pretty it is. Look at this. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but look at it. It has the flesh around here, and it has the dark seeds. They are edible. So you can just peel it. I mean, at least this is how I'm going to eat it. I'm just gonna take this. You want me to do it for you, sweetie? Or you can just take a bite. You can have this one. You can eat it like this. It's good. So the way I eat it, I squeeze it out. So I just squeeze it out and it comes out.
It reminds me of
This is what it looks like. Very pretty. So I just take a bite.
Actually, this is the best kiwi I've ever had. It has a lot of flavor.
So the taste of it, there is a hint of sourness to it, which is similar to a lime or lemon, but it's not too overpowering. And it's sweet, but not too sweet. I have to say, this is one of the best kiwi I've tasted. So the Sun Gold is going to be my go-to kiwi be moving forward. So, you know, as I said earlier, the most common way that you can eat a kiwi is, you know, you can just eat it by itself. Nothing fancy. You can just take the skin out and then have a bite. So I'm using a knife to just take the outer skin out of it. Just taking this out, and you can have this ready.
It's gonna be a very good juice.
Yeah, so you just cut it open and you take a bite. If you have your own unique way of how you eat the kiwi fruit, let me know in the comment section. And most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and like this video and share this video. Thank you for watching. So again, this is what it looks like. I took the outer skin off of it, and I'm going to have a bite of it like this. So good. Here, this is yours. Have a bite. This is your share. Very good. You like it? It's really good. It's very juicy, yeah. So it has a lot of juice on it. This is what it looks like. There's a little stem here that I didn't think was gonna be there.
I accidentally ate it.
Yeah, it's edible. This is the stem. So yeah, this is the most common way you can have a kiwi. Some people can use it to garnish like salads, and you can make a salsa. I'm actually gonna make a salsa with some of this. So over here, I have some cucumbers, tomatoes, and I'm going to peel a kiwi and add it to that. So if you think of summertime, I mean, you can have this anytime, but especially during the summertime, this is a little refreshing salad that you can make. It's like a salsa salad combination, you know, so you can probably allow your imagination to go wild with this, you know, regarding like what you can put in it. So I've peeled it, and I'm just gonna cube it to match the other ingredients, which is the cucumber and tomato, and then you just cut it up like so, like so. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay, and you can add as much as you want to, but I've just added one because I'm not making much. And then you can just mix it. I'm going to add some juice from a lime. I'm not going to put too much because, as I mentioned, the kiwi itself has some tartness to it. I'm just going to put a little bit just to enhance it. And I've added some salt to this already, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of salt, just to enhance the flavors even more. So I'm just mixing them. I mean, this is something you can add cilantro to it. You can add avocado. I do have an avocado. Well, I had one and it went bad, so I decided not to use it. But your imagination can go wild on how much you can use a kiwi for. So you just added, I cubed some tomatoes, cucumbers, and kiwi. So I'm gonna try it. See, I want to make sure I get. I want to grab a kiwi, a cucumber, and the tomato. So good. You want to try it? Make sure you have everything. So cucumber, kiwi,
cucumber.
right here. This is it. So again, cucumber, kiwi, and tomato. It's so good, and I like the lemon. It brings out the juices of everything, and I think this is one of those things. The longer you allow it to like chill on the side, the flavors are going to blend together, and the flavor is going to be even more intense and better. And so here, go ahead and try a kiwi, tomato, avocado salad. Go wild with it, okay? But I just wanted to just share with you that, you know, this is one of the fruit that's underutilized. So the next time you go grocery shopping, don't be intimidated. Grab a few kiwis and try them, okay? And then come back to this video and leave a comment section. So that's all for today. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other fruits or foods or snacks that you would be interested in watching us try for the first time, please leave a comment section and we will do our best to make those videos. I thank you so much. Subscribe to this video, share this video. Thank you, thank you, thank you.